Hey, what's up, Tech? Welcome, welcome. First one in. How's your day going, man? What's up, Happy? You are alive. Was a fan back from Fallout 76 days? I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I am indeed alive. That was a good minute ago. Since the Fallout 76 videos, I appreciate you still being subscribed. Just watching before an interview? Gotcha, gotcha. Like a job interview? Or... Yup, job interview? Nice, man. I wish you the best of luck with it. Fucking kill that. Just drop a message in the chat to pin as a top comment or whatever. What's up, MZ Awesome? Yo, is this the new Fallout 76 gameplay? Yeah, this is the new Fallout 76 update, brother. I appreciate you stopping by. How you doing? I'm just typing a comment in the chat real quick, just to pin. Yeah, this is the new Fallout 76 update. This is the Atlantic, whatever the hell it is. Doing good, man. How's your day? My day's been alright. My day's been alright. I appreciate that. Thank you. Glad to hear that you are doing good as well. What kind of animal unsubs someone? Lots of people. I've come to find many unsubbing every day when I do these streams, but it's to be expected, and it's all good. I understand. No harm, no foul, you know. I wasn't posting anyway, so. And of course, this isn't what I was doing previously. Not that I'm only going to be streaming, I'll be doing videos again as well, but, you know, it's been 3 years. So, can't really blame anybody. Did you get your 100k sub plaque? Yeah, man, I've had 100k for a very long time, ever since Fallout 4 days. So, I want to say I got it, let me see when Fallout 4 released. Because I hit 100k during my Fallout 4 videos, Fallout 4 release date. Fallout 4 came out in November 2015, so I probably got my plaque. I mean, it takes a good bit to get, to like come in or whatever. But I probably got it like spring, summer of 2016. Wait, really? What type of content did you do on Fallout 4? The same kind of stuff I did on 76 mainly. Glitches, tips, tricks, just guides. I did some Easter eggs. I did some videos showing where certain like items were, weapons. Yep. I did a good amount of videos for Fallout 4, and then I did videos like covering stuff for DLCs and like updates that came out, stuff of that nature. But yeah, Fallout 4 was a really big turning point for my channel, a really big bounce back, really big growth spurt. I thought you hit 100k in 76. Nope, I was already at 100k. I'm pretty sure. I don't think I fell under 100k. I definitely fell down X amount of subs after Fallout 4 days when I had stopped posting and a good amount of time had gone by. But no, I don't think I fell under 100K. I can't quite remember. I guess it's possible that maybe I fell under 100K and then 76 I got back to it. I really don't remember. Because, I mean, even 76 videos, the last time I posted, even that was 3 years ago. So, it's really hard to remember. But even if I had hit 100K, like, again, in 76 from people unsubbing and from YouTube wiping out inactive accounts that are subscribed to people and all that kind of stuff. Because I know that they did multiple of those kind of purges, too. Even if that was the case, I had originally hit 100K for the first time during Fallout 4, and that's when I got my plaque. So yeah. Actually, the plaques that they do now, I mean, they've changed multiple times, but of course, since I got my plaque back in 2016, the plaques that they do now naturally are different. So I have one of the, I think I have one of the original plaques that they did for 100K. Maybe there was one other version that came before it. I don't quite remember. But I have either like the V1 or the V2 for sure. And the ones that they do now are obviously like way different. And I can like order one because I obviously am still over 100K. It's my channel, etc., etc. So I can order one, but it does cost a little bit. It'd be cool to have another one and of the different version that they do now, but I'm just not really sure it's worth it. I mean, I already have one and it's the OG, so. Are you going to post Diablo 4 tips and tricks or guides or even glitches? There's not really a whole lot for this game in terms of glitches, honestly. It's just not really that kind of game. There's been something, you know, there's been a little thing here and there. But as for like with Fallout games where there's a bunch of glitches and for a good while, Diablo 4 is not really that kind of game. And even some of the things that people call a glitch in this game that they posted videos for are not glitches at all. It's just like, it's a bug, or it's like just the way the game works. Like, I remember people off the rip of the game were saying it was a glitch for certain dungeons to have like higher mob density and stuff, and so people were like, oh, go run this dungeon over and over, it's glitched, it's got way more elites in it, and you know, you'll get way more items and whatnot. And it's like, no, no, it's not glitched, it's not a glitch, it's just a dungeon that they got developed having more mob density than other dungeons, and developers have even said that themselves. Hence why they followed making the balancing changes that they did to dungeons. But yeah, there's just not a whole lot of glitches in this game. As for doing videos in general for this game, though, tips, tricks, guides, stuff of that nature, it's definitely possible, man. I'm considering it for sure. If I don't end up doing videos for this game, I definitely will be back doing videos for Starfield. So that's currently the plan, is to definitely come back to do Starfield videos. But I'm playing Diablo 4 a lot. I'm really enjoying it. And so it's very possible that I start doing Diablo 4 videos before Starfield comes out or alongside it. I just gotta wait and see what I decide, I suppose. Bro, you have to go for 1 million? Yeah, I'm not sure that'll ever be realized. Yeah, it's tough, especially for like gaming content creators and that are like not necessarily even like a certain niche, like only doing glitches and stuff like that. But even if you're somebody who only covers like a certain game or a couple certain games, yeah, it's tough getting up anywhere near 1 million. What's up, Wade? Skyrim. Yeah, we got the Skyrim vibe today. I was feeling the Skyrim music for the background of the stream today. Also, to whatever, a couple people dropped a like on the stream already. I really appreciate that. I actually forgot to put this message in my chat. What I said. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, sure. Where's that? Cool. We'll pin that to the top. And I see a third person dropped a like on it now too, so thank you to that person. Means a lot, means a lot. I hope everybody is doing good today. I just got done watching the Diablo 4 developer stream or whatever, the campfire chat, where they talked about some upcoming stuff, some upcoming changes they're making and patch notes and all that, all those goodies. So I figured it'd be a good time to hop on right afterwards when I was kind of feeling like getting on Diablo anyway. sort of gave me the itch, because everything they covered in the developer stream was pretty positive stuff. Alright, let's get through this. Fuck that little guy up. Check this guy, and he's got the key. Perfect. Though we're gonna continue to wrap around and kill everything off, because we need the XP. We are trying to level up, and also just get better items, so killing more enemies is the ideal way to go. Would you ever return to Fallout 76 content? If not, what content would they have to add to make you come back? I mean, it's hard not to consider it, because it's the most recent thing that I had on my channel for content, and it's what a lot of people subscribed for, as well as most recently. Again, like I said, even if it was 3 years ago, the last time I posted a video, Fallout 76 is still the most recent content that people are familiar with to my name. And that a lot of people subscribe for. So, inevitably, I considered it. I guess I'm still kind of considering it, but in order for me to come back and do videos for 76, I have to enjoy the game. I'm not just going to come back and do videos for it simply because of what I just mentioned, you know, simply because of so many people having subscribed to my channel for it, and because it was the most recent game that I did videos for, even if it was 3 years ago still. I can't come back to the game just for those kind of reasons. Like, I have to genuinely be able to get on the game, like, somewhat consistently and enjoy playing the game. And that's part of why I left in the first place, because that enjoyment level went completely downhill. Like, it fell off super hard. So that and burnout were the two main things for me stopping Fallout 76 content on my channel. I've considered going back and hopping on, and I may do that in the near future. Even on stream, I probably is where I would do it, to see if I could get into the game again. And if I did get into the game again and I was having a good time with it, then maybe I would do some videos for it. But it's really, really tough to say. As for what they could do to the game to guarantee me giving the game another, like, full-fledged try and more likely to post videos for it, is if they added, like, actual whole new areas to the game the way that, like, DLCs would back in the day. So the way that, like, Far Harbor in Fallout 4 was, like, you went off to a whole new area, and in that whole new area there was new quests, there was new NPCs, there was new items, there was new dungeons, all that kind of stuff. If they ever do something like that, basically the way that they do expansions for ESO, or World of Warcraft does expansions, you know, all that kind of stuff, if they ever take on that model for their game, I will be incredibly more inclined to give the game another try. And I would not be surprised to have that content cost money. I wouldn't care if that content costs money. It's understandable for full-fledged expansions like that, and it's that take you to whole new areas. It's to be expected. That's personally what I want to see, because I feel like without doing that, it leaves you pretty restricted on what all you can do and on a big scale. So yeah, they can do these they can do these expeditions like the pit, which take you off the original map and bring you to some new areas, but it's like, it's a short-lived thing, you know, and it's a repetitive thing. So it's not really that great in terms of replayability, you know, and overall new content. But if they put out a full-fledged expansion in a new area, or an area we go back to, like the pit, like that whole DLC type area, it's just an example. I don't expect them to bring us back and do a whole expansion for, like, you know, the pit area, but a whole new area or something along those lines, and then they charge people, you know, 15, 20 bucks for it or whatever. That's something that I could potentially get behind, you know? But, like, with everything being free, there's realistically only so much that they're going to do. So, yeah. Understandable? Yeah, yeah. I mean, I would love to be able to get back into Fallout 76 because, you know, it's the current main game for the Fallout series, kind of unfortunately. And it's going to be a long time before another Fallout game comes out. So don't get me wrong, I mean, I love Fallout. It's one of my favorite franchises, series, whatever, in gaming. It would be awesome to be able to get sucked into it the way that I initially was for a good amount of time. I just don't know if it's realistic with the current state of the game and the current amount of content that there is. But if they ever really stepped it up on that and introduced, you know, full-fledged expansions and stuff, whether paid or free, that would be a big, big push for me to actually consider getting back into the game. It would make me a lot more likely to give the game a super, like, good try. And I think I would definitely get more enjoyment out of it. But yeah, I mean, like I said, maybe in the near future I'll hop on and I'll start a new character and play on stream and kind of just see what the vibe is, see how I feel about it, see if I, you know, catch that itch to continue. You know, see if I get like a second wind on the game. Even if I do, though, it doesn't mean that I'm going to come back and do videos again, because I don't even really know what all there is to do videos for on the game nowadays that would be, like, worth it for me personally and that people would care about. I mainly did like glitches and stuff before, as you probably know, and there's not exactly much of that these days anymore. I'm sure there's still some, well, I know there's still some glitches here and there, but it's nothing like it was years back, understandably, and as it should be. Good on them, of course. But yeah, so I don't really know what all I would do videos for in 76. I'd have to see how it felt, how the game felt for me, and just kind of give it some thought. Go back to the drawing board a little bit, maybe. What's up, Nathan? Found you in Fallout 76, bro, but it's broken now. That's what made that game fun. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, some of the broken stuff with the game, whether it have been bugs, glitches, whatever, whether it was something you intentionally had to do, like through a glitch, or whether it was like a certain gun or a certain legendary effect or combo of them, was just in the game for everybody, no matter what, and that it was, you know, quote unquote broken. Whether one or the other of those kind of things. Some of that stuff definitely did add more enjoyment factor to the game. I know it wasn't like that for everybody. Some people, you know, they're all about like 100%, you know, balance, legitimacy, etc., etc. Totally fine, to each their own. But I think for me and a lot of other people, even if you weren't into glitches, there was some stuff that was just, things worked a certain way in the game because they were broken like that, and because for whatever reason they didn't get changed or, you know, fixed for a good while. And so, yeah, a lot of that stuff added fun to the game. And so, when all that stuff got fixed or removed, or whatever the case is, depending on the circumstance of what it was, it obviously took that away. But at the same time, it's not like they're continuing to push out, like, huge amounts of large content, is more what I was meaning. The bobblehead, yeah, there was some nutty stuff with bobbleheads. there was some stuff with like certain like legendary effects. There was stuff with like certain consumables, you know, so with consumable stacking or being able to be mixed together to do something more, and then obviously certain legendary effects that have since changed or just straight out been removed, or that when comboed with something else, you know, made it quote unquote broken, stuff like that, man. There was a whole bunch of stuff like that. I mean, I see both sides of it. That's a big upgrade. Because if it wasn't something that was intended to be in the game, then obviously they're going to want to fix it. They're going to want to get rid of it, you know, and bring more balance into the game in their eyes. I get that aspect of it, but to say that it doesn't take away from the game in some aspect for a lot of people would just be, you know, would just be lying. At the end of the day, though, they obviously have a vision for what they want their game to be, and that's totally fair and understandable. It's their game at the end of the day, so you kind of have to respect that. And there's no point in, like, having a big hissy fit about it and, like, making a big deal of it, you know, because it's not going to accomplish anything. The vendor bot dupe was fire back in the day. Yeah, I remember watching your video and duping like 100 legacies. Nice, nice. I do too, but truly Bethesda didn't need to take over the servers and content. Yeah, I don't know, man. There's been like certain decisions that they've done that I haven't agreed with, for sure. And I haven't even stayed in the loop on everything that has happened with the game or that they've done with the game. But, you know, I poke my head in basically and see what's up here and there. I try to keep up with most of it, or the major stuff at least. So, you know, if there's ever a chance that I do come back, I'm not completely blind and clueless as to what all has changed or what I'm getting myself into, more importantly. But yeah, there's definitely been some decisions that have been made with things they've done to the game or taken from the game or put into the game and that I haven't agreed with, or I thought that there would be much better options instead. Alright, it's gonna be quicker if we're gonna go back into the dungeon and then we'll do the leave dungeon option. It's gonna put us closer to the next one. But what about Starfield? How are we feeling about Starfield? I don't know if either of you guys are on Xbox/PC, but if so, are you interested in Starfield? Are you looking forward to Starfield? Or even if you are somebody that's only on PlayStation, I mean, does Starfield look good to you? Would you pick it up if it was on PlayStation or if you had the means through another platform? That's definitely going to be the next big thing for me, is playing a shit ton of Starfield, doing videos for Starfield, streams for Starfield. That's definitely going to be the next up for me in my channel. I guess the only way that would not be the case is if for some reason I just didn't like the game, but I don't really see that being super likely at all. It's possible, I guess, but based on everything that I've seen and everything that I know for it so far, I don't see any reason why I wouldn't enjoy it and in turn want to do videos for it. Did you ever get banned on Fallout 76 because after the vendor bot dupe I got banned, but then they have offered people that got banned after the dupe to get their accounts back by messaging support? Still trying to make a decision on that game. Gotcha. Is Starfield a Bethesda game? Yeah, Starfield is a Bethesda game. It is their new IP that they've been working on for many, many years. It is like the core team of Bethesda, you know, so it's not like 76 where they had people from like 3 different studios and all in different parts of the country or whatever working on the game. This is Bethesda Game Studios, so, you know, the people that made Fallout 4, the people that made Skyrim. This is like the main team, and it's actually like headed by Todd Howard and stuff. Again, unlike 76, Todd Howard was not the lead for 76. So yes, it's another Bethesda game. It's their newest IP, you know, for I don't even know how long, ever since Elder Scrolls and Fallout started. And as for bans, awesome. Yeah, I got banned many times, bro. I got banned on many different accounts in Fallout 76, and I don't know if any of them ever got unbanned. I guess I never really cared to try and get any of them unbanned. But yeah, I definitely had many accounts get banned for both the glitches that however they found out in game that I did, and also for times when they got proof of like an account I was using for videos or stream or whatever, that obviously they couldn't connect to association with me. What do I want to do? I don't know. Oh, what's up, Armando? I don't know. Armored Core looks cool, but if you don't like mech games, yeah, that's not really my kind of thing, honestly. I do know it's like it's getting like a good amount of like hype and stuff, but yeah, it's not really my kind of thing, man. Honestly, not really my kind of thing. Really, you got banned, so you never kept any of your loot? I thought you never got banned. No, bro. Like, I was literally one of the first people banned. Like, it was me and one other YouTuber that were dumbasses, and we didn't think that Bethesda, for whatever reason, we didn't think Bethesda was going to crack down as hard on the glitches for 76 as they did. And so in our original videos, and we were the two main people doing glitches and stuff, and that were getting the most growth and traction from doing such in the very early days of the game, we had our names showing in our videos, and so we were literally the first two people ever banned on the game, to my knowledge. And even if somebody else had been banned for, like, I don't know, if somebody had a video of someone being like super racist and homophobic or something, and they sent a ticket in about the person with full-fledged proof, maybe somebody got banned that way. But even that, I highly doubt happened prior to me and him being banned. And there was a good amount of like coverage from, you know, gaming sites and from big YouTube channels and everything, basically covering the fact that we got banned and talking about it a little bit. But yeah, I got banned on that account and a couple others around that time, just because I don't know if they had it through like my hardware, my other accounts, or my IP, or by association somehow. But yeah, that main account I used for videos and showed the name of got banned, and then I had a couple others right around that time. And then down the road, obviously, from doing, you know, other glitches or whatever, just super heavily, I had multiple other accounts get banned too. But no, I definitely did keep, you know, a good amount of loot that I got from various glitches. I didn't lose all my accounts, and I didn't lose all of the loot that I got throughout my time of doing glitches. Yo, these things are so fucking annoying. It is actually insane. I'm just a FromSoft fan, just never bought a PlayStation for Bloodborne. Ah, okay. Yeah, I mean, I love FromSoft games, man. But I feel that on Bloodborne. I'm really surprised Bloodborne still is not, like, ported to PC. I don't know if it ever will be. I feel like if it was going to happen, it would have happened by now. And at this point, they might as well just be working on Bloodborne 2 if they're not already. I don't think there's anything, like, really official or concrete out there about it. But at this point, I feel like you might as well just be working on Bloodborne 2 and just wait for that. Or whatever their successor to it, or whatever it's going to be. And then obviously release it on PC, you know, don't just release it on PlayStation. The only thing is, I don't know if it'd be a scenario in which Sony would be able to get them to do it like exclusive on PlayStation for X amount of time prior. I could see I can see PlayStation, Sony trying to pull that. Or maybe at least keep it off Xbox for a while. But I mean, Xbox, you know, people that are only on Xbox and even on PC never even experienced Bloodborne, so I don't even know how many people would truly care. So if you never kept an account safe from Bethesda, what made you want to do glitch videos? Was it the traction, views, or the help? No, I did have accounts that didn't get banned by Bethesda. But initially when I was doing videos for it, it was just my same kind of interest as it was for like Fallout 4. It was me just enjoying, I've always enjoyed stuff like glitches and mods for games, finding them and doing them depending on what they are, because some of them definitely do add more enjoyment to the game or different ways to play the game. So I've always kind of been into that sort of stuff for a long time at least. And although 76 was an online game, I mean, it's a co-op game, right? You do have PvP in the game, but nobody is playing 76 for the PvP. Like, it's not seen as a PvP game, and the PvP on it is like a joke. It's, you know, it's trivial. So my same interest and everything in doing glitches wasn't, you know, deterred by the fact that there was PvP. And when it comes to a single player game or a game that is predominantly co-op, I just don't really see a huge issue with glitches and stuff. I can understand the aspect of, like, if you're doing like a glitch which puts a whole bunch of more load on memory and everything, which can fuck with servers and other people's experiences in the server. Because obviously back then there was no private servers either, especially, and servers were already kind of unstable. They were kind of poopy for a good while. I do get that aspect of it, like being against it and them not being good. But there was only a few glitches that were like that. Many of them were honestly harmless, as far as I know, in terms of having any sort of negative effect on anyone. But yeah, I mean, it's just something that I've been into for a really long time, doing glitches and everything, and showing people how to do that, so that if they are interested in that kind of stuff too, that they have what I feel are good explanations, guides, whatever, in order to be able to do them for themselves and, you know, basically get more out of the game. I would say that obviously, like, the traction that I got from the videos is nice. You know, it helped to grow my channel and everything. But I have multiple times in my YouTube, you know, quote-unquote career, I've done videos of all different kinds, whether they've been glitches or whether they've just been general gaming videos for multiple different games. I've done them, and I've had them get very little traction, you know, just basically the same, you know, few hundred or maybe 1,000 people, or just kind of that average amount of views. And so the video's not really doing anything crazy, my channel not really getting much in terms of growth, a few subscribers here and there. I've been through multiple years of multiple games doing content of all different kinds, some niche, some not, and just doing all of it because it's what I enjoyed. If that content that I'm doing at the time happens to be content that's popular and happens to be providing success to my channel, then, you know, it's just kind of a cherry on top. But yeah, I never go into the choosing what content I'm gonna do with that solely in mind, or that being my sole motivator. The glitch for selling ammo to vendors in 76 was such a clutch bug for the piles of 38 I had lying around. Feel that, feel that. Yeah, there were some pretty cool glitches in the game. There always is for Bethesda games, man. There's always some that carry over from game to game because they use the same engine, and because they don't fix this stuff for the new games the next time over. And then, of course, there's always new glitches as well, just because of new mechanics in their new games, or, you know, whatever the case may be. Yeah, I mean, there's always games, man. It's just, it's a big meme, as everybody knows. Bethesda games always having bugs and glitches, and to a pretty high degree. But, I mean, that's become a big part of what people enjoy, too, depending on if it's a single-player game. Oh, I hate these things so much, bro. The fucking eyeballs shooting at me, hitting me with stuns. That is so lame. Thankfully, we got the mastery, though. I will be very glad to be out of this dungeon. Dude. Yeah, they're truly so obnoxious. Holy. It's kind of the fun of it to be the first to find the next big glitch. It definitely is, like, cool to be somebody that finds a glitch for the game. I didn't really ever care about that too much myself. I was just, I don't know, like, I didn't really ever look at it that way. Like, of course, like, I was trying to be the first to find a glitch simply so that the glitch was known about. But the idea of, like, oh, I need to be the first to find this glitch so I can be the first to cover it and, you know, hopefully get the most coverage and views and everything for it, like, I never really thought about it that way, because there's so many times where X person finds a glitch or is the first to post about a glitch, even if they have a sizable channel and people are subscribed to them for that, and then they post the glitch and somebody else will come along. Even somebody who's not nearly as big in terms of subs and viewers and stuff on average, and they'll post a video on it, and just because of how the YouTube algorithm is, they'll end up having a more successful video and they'll end up getting more out of it. So, of course, it's great to be the first to find it because it does give you an edge potentially in that regard. Not that everybody looking for glitches is doing YouTube videos either, but for me, I didn't really ever look at it that way. I just looked at it in a way of, like, you know, hey, it would be something new, it would be something, you know, cool, and for me to be able to share with everybody. And obviously, I know in the back of my head that it will be helpful for my channel to be the first to cover a new glitch, but yeah, just that wasn't ever a focus of mine. Like, I was always staying on top of what other people found as well, and so even if somebody else found a glitch and posted about it first, I would usually be covering it within a day, and so it would not really be a huge deal. There's enough people that are looking for glitches, or I should say there was, and there will be in future games as well. There's enough people looking up that kind of stuff to go around for all of the content creators that are posting high quality guides for it and that are consistent about doing it. Like, there's enough viewers and people to subscribe and that are into that content to go around for everybody, and that will subscribe to multiple of those channels as well, even though they're covering the same stuff. Because, of course, if you're somebody who's super into, you know, tips, tricks, guides, glitches, etc., you're not going to subscribe to just one person. You're going to subscribe to multiple people that you know are covering it, especially off the release of the game, because you want to know whatever new stuff gets released, and it's not always going to be the same person releasing it first. It's not possible. So there's enough to go around, you know. What's up, Doctor? Games like this at early release, especially live service, are the most fun to find exploits or glitches because the game is so broken already. Yeah, it's inevitable, man, that the games will release with some issues, with some glitches, exploits, and quote-unquote broken in certain aspects, especially when it comes to live service games. It's a whole nother ball game, man, for sure. So there's always going to be stuff like that when it comes to, it doesn't matter how long the game's in development for, it doesn't matter how much QA testing they do, like all that kind of stuff. There's always going to be things that slip through. It is just, it's inevitable. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, you know, as long as it's not super game breaking stuff and it's halting progress or deleting progress or, you know, making the game unplayable in some aspect. Obviously all that stuff blows. Nobody likes it. It doesn't matter who you are. I guess unless you hate the company, you hate the game, and you want to see it fail, which, you know, that's just a super weird fucking stance to take. But yeah, nobody likes those kind of glitches and stuff like that, and bugs more so that happen. But with live service games especially, there's just an extra layer of vulnerability, more than one layer of vulnerability, versus single player games and not live service games actually. So yeah, no doubt. I appreciate you stopping by as well, Doctor. It means a lot, man, and for saying something in chat. Hope you're having a great day. Oh, this is not bad. This is okay. I don't know if you heard of the seasonal blessing glitch where you could sell gear with the bonus gold blessing, pull the points out of it, and buy them back for cheaper, then sell them again after putting points back into the blessing. No, I've definitely not. I haven't kept up with glitches for this game at all. I haven't kept up with any sort of like little, I don't know, exploits or glitches or even like tips, tricks, whatever you want to call them or whatever category they technically fall into. I haven't looked anything up like that for this game. I never really have for Diablo games in the past. I've always just played them as is. And if there is some kind of glitch or exploit in the game, then, well, I guess I'm missing out. I've never really felt inclined to pursue that kind of stuff on this game or even like the previous Diablo game. It just never really, I don't know, it just didn't interest me. I guess I just wanted to play the game like straight. I think it's just because Diablo games have always been like online since I've played them, since Diablo 2, and I've never used that kind of stuff for Diablo games in the past. I've never felt the need to, I've never wanted to. So part of like the nostalgia, I guess, for me with Diablo as a whole is like just sticking to that. And for me personally, when it comes to Diablo games, I guess, versus maybe a Fallout game, especially if it's single player, I feel like I'm getting more of an enjoyable experience for me personally if I'm just playing the game straight and not doing glitches and exploits, which there's people who feel that way about lots of single player games. There's lots of people on Fallout 4, for instance, that, you know, oh, why are you doing glitches? Why are you exploiting? Why are you glitching to get, you know, 100,000 caps or to get, you know, the big gun that's legendary that costs 15,000 caps from a vendor? Why aren't you getting those caps legitimately in earning the gun? Why are you glitching to be able to get it for free? Like, you know, I'm kind of memeing on those people right now with that voice, because for me, like, I think that's kind of silly because it's a single player game, and because whatever those people do in their single player game has literally no effect on anybody except themselves. So to be like getting your panties in a bunch because of how somebody else plays a single player game like that just will never make sense to me. Like, who cares? Like, it's a single player game, you know? So I guess to each their own, though. Like, if you're somebody who just doesn't like glitches, you don't like exploits, you want to play a game 100% legitimate and straight, by all means, do your thing in a single player game as well. It's obviously that there's a difference between those people, though, and people who are like that, but also they go around talking like the way that I just did, you know, while memeing on them. Like, there's a big difference, you know, between those two sets of people. If you're just somebody who doesn't like exploits and glitches and you don't want to do them, that's fine. Do your thing. Play the game completely legitimate, 100%. But, like, to go out of your way to look up glitch videos and to post comments on glitch videos for a single-player game and to be crying about it, I got nothing. I just don't see the point. But yeah, I guess back to the original topic point, etc. No, I'm not familiar with any of that stuff, and even if I was, I wouldn't be doing it because I just have no interest. You know, I can see the appeal, just like I can see the appeal for glitches in basically any game, especially if it's online or if you feel that the usual progress or whatever towards that thing you're glitching is not enough or to your liking. But yeah, for me personally, I don't really care. Like, sure, it would be nice to be able to get a fuck ton of gold and way quicker, but I don't really feel like it's like stunting my progress in the game. I don't feel like it's holding me back, you know? Would it be nice to be able to just like, boop, 50 mil gold in my inventory? Yeah, that'd be fucking awesome. Especially when you get into the higher, you know, enchanting higher level gear in multiple times because it gets incredibly expensive. But, you know, it doesn't make me want to go and find a way to glitch or cheese my way to 50 million gold, you know what I mean? I have no problem just playing the game legitimately and working my way up however I need to. Maybe I would maybe feel differently if the game was single player or if I was playing an offline version of the game. I can see myself maybe feeling differently about it then, but I mean, there's just no way to tell. I'm never going to play the game, well, I can't play the game in offline mode, and the game is not single player. It's never going to be single player, obviously, so yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things that, you know, who knows? It's pointless to, you know, theorize and speculate on. I know I got a couple of your messages to catch up on. Putting points back into the blessing, they patched it quick. I missed it too. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm not surprised. They've been pretty quick on stuff in this game, which I do tip them for. And there hasn't been anything, like, from what I know. Like I said, I'm not in the loop on everything, but from the stuff that I have seen news about, because I do follow accounts and sites that cover, you know, Diablo 4 news in general or whatever. And so a lot of the time it's them not covering that, hey, here's a glitch, this is how it works. It's normally them covering, hey, this was a glitch, it's patched now, but here's what it did. You know, it's more so stuff like that I'm in the loop on. So after it's fixed. And from what I've seen, what I know, there hasn't been like a ton of stuff. And the stuff that there has been it's either been one, not that major, or it's been patched pretty quickly, or both of those things. So, you know, I mean, I tip it. They're on top of their shit. Plus, I don't want to risk my $70 investment. Yeah. 100% agree. Whatever you want to do in the privacy of your own home in your business. Yeah, absolutely. Like, people, you know, do whatever you want to do. You know, you paid for the game. If you feel that you have the right and that you want to play the game a certain way with glitches and exploits, whether it's a single player, especially if it's a single player game, honestly, and there's really not much risk there, or even if it's an online game, hey, do you know? do your thing. It's like people getting mad at single-player Tarkov because the modders are amazing and are actively fixing the game. People get mad. Yeah, I mean, that seems silly to me too. I don't hold much knowledge in that specifically, but if I'm understanding it correctly, yeah, that seems kind of silly. Like, for just, if it's single-player stuff specifically, and it's also, like, if you guys are familiar with, like, Fallout and Elder Scrolls, where there was people in the modding community that made, like, mods specifically to fix a ton, and I mean tons, like, probably hundreds of little bugs and glitches, whether with the gameplay or with quests and stuff, people would put out mods to fix that. I forget what they were called, like, just really general Fallout 4 mod fix or something. I don't know. Fallout 4 fix mod. I don't really know. The unofficial Fallout 4 patch. Yeah, so this is an example of one on Nexus Mods. So something like this. And this unofficial, you know, Fallout 4 patch basically would fix so many things. Like, this is something that obviously people within the modding community created themselves, and it would fix a fuck ton of things in the game that the developers, for one reason or another, Bethesda, didn't do themselves. So, stuff like that. And there's, you know, probably people out there that don't like that either. But it's like, again, it's a single player game. It doesn't affect you, and it's not even like they're trying to do some weird or crazy shit with the mods. Like, they're, you know, it's a patch that's trying to fix things to make the game better. Not that it should matter. I mean, if somebody wants to create or use a mod that gives them fucking, you know, M16s that shoot nukes, then that is, you know, that's their choice. If that's fun for them, then that's all that matters. They bought the game. It's a single player game. How they play it, what they do with it, doesn't affect anybody else. So I've just never understood the mentality of people getting upset about that for a single player game specifically, I mean. And I just got fucking smoked by poison. But yeah, I always thought it was funny because I would get a lot of comments back in the day when I would do videos for Fallout 4 and other single player games too that I did glitches for, and I'd have people that were posting comments like, just like, some of them were like really tame and just being like, yeah, I just don't really understand why anyone would want to use glitches for a single player game. Like, it just, you know, some people would be tame about it and just not understand. And then lots of people, honestly, probably more people than not, and it makes sense why this is, but more people than not posting these comments would be like nasty, bro. They'd be like disrespectful about it and throwing like, you know, throwing insults in there and all this other shit, you know. Like, oh, if you do glitches in single player games, you know, your parents don't love you, you're a virgin, and you're a this and that, you know, and all these other things. And I would just be like, what? I just would never get the mentality. Like, you are going out of your way, like, you're against glitches and stuff, and you're going out of your way to find videos about glitches to then post comments on those videos about glitches that you're against, expressing not even logical reasons or like tame, mature opinions as to why you're against them, which nobody gives a shit in the first place. There's no point for even that. But you're just like trying to come at the necks of people that do enjoy it, and it's just like, bro, nobody asked. You know, it's just silly. So I'd always get a good kick out of those comments. Let's see. Cyberpunk is doing great. They actively hire modders. It's good. It's good. Yeah, Cyberpunk has done a huge fucking 180, man, from what I've seen. And I know they have that big expansion coming out too. Liberty City or something like that. I forget what it is. Liberty something or another. Something along those lines. But yeah, I do know that the game has done a super big fucking 180 just for the base game, and that they have that huge expansion coming out too, which is also supposed to come alongside another big update that is going to be like free for everybody, I'm pretty sure, and it's going to fix even more stuff and add more stuff to the game. And I think, again, that update's going to be like completely free, and it's going to come alongside the release of the expansion, or maybe like right before it, to prepare the game for the expansion. But yeah, even just as of the moment, I know that the game has done a huge turnaround, so props to CD for that, no doubt. It's really just gatekeeping because they think it ruins the integrity of the intentions of the game. Yeah, it's just it's just silliness, man. I understand the game is made a certain way, you know, it's intended to be played a certain way, but if you're getting tight about how somebody else is playing the game when it's single player, rather than just focusing on playing it however you want to and enjoying it yourself, it's just super silly to me. Like, bro, get the fuck off of YouTube, you know, stop looking up glitch videos that you're not even interested in and that you're not even in support of, and just go play the game. Take that energy that you have with all of your hate towards glitches for the game, take all of that negative energy and put it towards going to enjoy the game how you want to enjoy it. And if that's completely legitimate, no glitches, no exploits, no nothing, you know, just straight shooting, playing the game exactly how the devs intended it to be, cool. Go do your thing. Spend your time and energy doing that. I remember playing Skyrim on PC for the first time, running it above 60 frames per second would make the animals in water freak out without that mod. Yeah, there's some funny stuff that has happened for basic things like that. The same type of people who call the cops on kids playing or skateboarding. Yeah. It's just some people are wild, man. Like, I don't know. Playing fucking Ring Around the Rosie with the lever. Just walked into my first seasonal goblin cellar for a minute there. I thought they pulled them. Bro, I still... I have not seen one. I have not seen any, like, pre-season or since it released. I haven't gotten a single goblin cellar. Don't get me wrong, it's not like I've done like 500 of those fuckers or anything, but I've definitely done like a good amount of cellars. And I've never gotten one of those. I think it might be, is it a world tier 3 and 4 only thing? I don't know if I've ever seen one that's world tier 1 or 2. I've never played on tier 1. I've always done tier 2 from the start. But I don't even know if they're in tier 2. I have, out of my friends that play or were playing, they had one of them, excuse me, that appeared for them only one time, and it was on tier 3, I'm pretty sure. But I don't know if I've ever heard of them appearing on tier 2. Maybe never even thought of being a wreck. I'm on tier 3, so maybe, yeah, it might only be a tier 3, tier 4 thing. I guess I could kind of see that being the case. Maybe they would feel as though, like, you'd be more likely to actually be able to kill all the goblins, or have the loot be more worth it if you were on tier 3 or tier 4 at least. And tier 1 and tier 2, it's not as likely for you to be able to take them all out, due to obviously being a lower level, and the gear not being as relevant for nearly as long. Could be something that they considered, and so maybe that's a thing. Yeah, I don't really know. I don't think they've ever come out and straight up said, hey, this is a World Tier 3 and 4 only thing. I guess it doesn't really matter because, like, you're going to be spending way more time in World Tier 3 and World Tier 4 than you ever will in World Tier 1 and 2. Of course, you'll be in 1 and 2 for a bit, you know, getting your character up there, but after you have a character in World Tier 3 at least, like, you're not going backwards. Like, you're going to be spending the rest of your time in 3 and 4, obviously. So, yeah, I can see that being the case. Even if that is the case, though, I have still gotten incredibly unlucky. I guess I don't know what the rate is. That's another thing they've never done, is they've never said like what the rate of getting a goblin seller is, or to my knowledge anyway. So I guess I'm just super unlucky. Nice, nice. Ooh, okay, okay. I actually didn't mean to grab that shrine just in case Mr. Butcher decided he wanted to crash the party, but all good. I haven't seen the Butcher in a good minute actually in my dungeons. I had like a couple day like time frame that I was getting the Butcher like literally every 3-4 dungeons it felt like, and I also had a back-to-back of 2 dungeons both having him as well. But we're on a bit of a dry streak right now with him not showing up. Ever since I've hit World Tier 3 as well, actually, I haven't gotten the Butcher. Oh shit, I'm getting smoked. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, we're good. Nope, we're not good. Oh, another horde decided to show up as soon as I killed the last guy. Jesus Christ. Dude! I'm getting CC'd. Please no. Please stop it. Alright, now we're good. Holy fudgy. God damn. Holy is that Curtis? Is that the creepin'? Oh my god. Wow, Brad, you're just gonna ignore your best COD duo partner ever like that? Hurtful, man. Curtis, what the fuck is up, dude? Good to see this man is still kicking. You know who it is? Of course! Of fucking course, dude. What the hell? We got fucking years under our belt, bro. The Destiny days, the COD days. Hell yeah. Abso-fucking-lutely, bro. Yo, good to see you, man. What have you been up to? You fucking... you a fucking old man too right now, bro? Hopefully still gaming it up though. Let's go through all this shit real quick. Oh, absolutely. -9 armor, but we get damage reduction for close enemies, and we get damage reduction overall, and we get imbued skill damage for both of our imbuements. Hell yeah. Definitely an upgrade. Definitely an upgrade. This is trash. Most of this stuff is not going to be an upgrade. -22 on the armor, but we get 8.5 movement speed. Crit strikes grant 11% movement speed for 1 second, up to 6 seconds, and we get movement speed for 4 seconds after killing an elite. Shrine buff duration, caltrops. I mean, everything on it is not. I mean, the movement speed's good, but that's kind of it. Yo, Curtis, if you're still there, what do you what? I mean, I assume you're gaming still these days. What do you playing on? What are you playing on these days? I think you were like me, like way back we were on Xbox and then we switched to PlayStation, and then I think, as far as I knew, you were on PlayStation for like however long after. I don't know if I ever really remember you like being on PC much or playing stuff on PC. Playing D4 bro on the PS5. Okay, bet. So you are on PlayStation still. That's what I thought, because I get on PlayStation occasionally, and I think I see, or did see that like you were on playing whatever it is that you may have been playing at the time. This is pre Diablo 4, so I don't know what it would have been before Diablo 4, but that makes sense. That makes sense. Well, shit, I gotta get you added on here, bro. What's I don't know how it works on PS5. I know that everybody's got like a battle net tag or whatever. What's your battle net tag? Or I can tell you mine. You can add me. Let me add you. Bet. I think it's just battle net. I have it as a command, and it should pop up in a sec. There it is. Cause I'm on PC. I'm not on PlayStation. Well, obviously, if it's not already able to be fucking seen. But yeah, you should be able to add that however that works. I've had other people add me when they're on console as well, just through that. So however it works on console, add me, do your thing. Get my ass added on there, bro. Cold imbuement, of course. Did I just put that on? No, I didn't. Good. +9. We get damage reduction overall. Dodge chance against close enemies. Yeah, this is better. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Where do I see that? Oh, right here. Bang. There we go. Okay. And the old friend was added to the party. Facts. Alright, cool. I got you added now, Curtis. What's I assume you must have a character on seasonal, or I guess you don't have to, but I would assume that you're playing a seasonal character. What are you running for your class, and what level are you? About to find out if this man's been on the grind, bro. This dude's about to be like, I got a casual fucking, 92 fucking necromancer. Got you, bro. I'm gonna be on later right now. I'm running the bar level 65, I think. Oh, yeah, bet. Okay, so you're not like too crazy far ahead of me. I was thinking you were about to come in and hit me with like, you're like high 70s or like mid 70s to 90 or something, like way up there, shit like that. So that's not too crazy. You're not like super high ahead of me. I'm about to be 53, so there's still a little gap there, but nothing too insane, thankfully. I'll get up there a little bit more. I've only been playing on stream like the past, like since the season came out like a week and a couple days ago. I've only been playing like on stream for like maybe 2-3 hours in most of the streams. So that's all I've played. I've played outside of the stream. I've played maybe like 2 hours tops, probably. And most of that has also been to just go through like items and shit like that. Maybe a couple dungeons here and there, nothing crazy. But yeah, for that reason, I'm only sitting at about to be 53. If I was playing off stream like I was when the game first came out and when I was grinding, well, you know, obviously I'd be a lot higher. But I've been doing my thing. Thankfully, though, I mean, even with the gap between like our levels, it's not really gonna be like a detriment or anything like that. But bet, holy shit, the fucking man, bro. Yeah, don't mind all that shit that I have to go through. I just am a lazy fuck, apparently. Okay, well, if you're on when I'm on, I'll definitely be inviting you back, man, for sure, for sure. It'll be good. It'll be good to play some games together, catch up, and all that good stuff. It's fucking dope to hear from you. You want to run some GBs later? Oh, man. Alright, I think that's it for the dungeons. On to the next. I'm dead. Oh, man. It's the throwbacks, bro. It's the throwbacks. The fucking GBs. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. I want to leave the dungeon. Good times, though. Good times. Hope you've been doing good, though, man. On a serious note, can't wait to catch up. Yeah, absolutely, man. Likewise, likewise. Oh, this is Helltide, and the fucking world boss is right behind me, too, isn't he? The fucking Helltide assassin. Oh, shit. This is way too fucking high of a level for me. And the boss was also like level 73, I think I saw. So yeah, we're finna stay away from all of that. I'm just trying to get to the dungeon, guys. Like, it just so happens this is where Helltide is. We're not trying to get involved. Just trying to get to my next dungeon. Alright. Oh, you know what I didn't get, though? Fuck. I didn't get an elixir. Yeah, I'm gonna get an elixir. I don't think for the whole last dungeon I had an elixir popped either. So I should probably get a couple of those. I think I'm gonna have to craft mats to make a couple. Where is it? Up here? Oh, God. Probably gonna have to craft mats, but I should be okay to do so. Yeah, I can't make any, so I need both of these, Gallavine and Bite Berries. What do I need? We'll say 10 Gallavines and I guess 10 Bite Berries. We have 4 Gallavines, so we need 6 Gallavine, 8 Bite Berries. Oh fuck, we can't make those. Well, that's a fucking bummer. Alright, we do still need some of these. So let's just make 7 of them. Oh, now we can make bite berries. Okay, bet. Well, this is just a pain in the ass. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, I still can't make any. Well, what the fuck? Alright, hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. What do we need? What do we need? Oh, I can make other ones. do I need? 2 more bite berries? I can make 2. Bet. Such a pain in the ass. God damn, I gotta get the mats up apparently. I'm on the struggle. I don't remember being on the struggle like this last time with mats. I'm gonna be honest. I fought the assassin with 6 other people around 60 level. It was a real proper scrap. Yeah. Yep. Thankfully now he actually drops, or he's supposed to drop better and more rewards. I had times where like I would sit there and I would kill him. Like it would take like 5, 6, 7 minutes or whatever to kill him. And then he deadass would drop 1 rare. And that's it. So, yeah, after that happened, I did not ever touch him again. I do know since that time, though, they have buffed his drops. So, hopefully it's not complete shit anymore. Quite frankly, if you kill a boss like that, you should be guaranteed a legendary. Plain and simple. Obviously, the legendary could still be complete butthole, but you should be guaranteed a legendary, I think. Yep, I got the Eyes in the Dark unique pants for Rogue. Gotcha, gotcha. I'm pretty sure that they said in the update today, the stream they did, the developer stream, the campfire chat, they said that in the next update coming out, which they're releasing patch notes for it next Wednesday, so I assume that the update's pretty close behind. I believe that they said that treasure goblins are going to be a 100% chance to drop a legendary. And I think they said all bosses in World Tier 3 and 4 are now also going to be guaranteeing a legendary drop. So that's kind of cool. I can't remember what they said it was before. I think they said goblins were a 50% chance to drop a legendary before. And I don't remember what it was for bosses. Probably somewhere around there. But yeah, they're increasing it to a guarantee to get a legendary from goblins and from bosses in World Tier 3 and World Tier 4. It might be goblins for any World Tier. I don't know about that. But for the bosses at least, it's World Tier 3 and 4 only. Which I think is fine. World Tier 1 and 2, you're obviously not nearly as high of a level, and you're also not really needing legendaries at the time. Like, your progress and all that stuff is, like, just fine as is. And to get a legendary so early, unless you're going to end up extracting it, if it's a good roll on something you want later, it's just kind of whatever, it's pointless. I guess the mats don't hurt, but yeah. It's just not needed. Once again, did not mean to take the shrine in case the butcher shows up, but you know, been a minute since he's shown up in any of my dungeons, so I'm gonna assume that he's not gonna show up again. At some point, I have to stop assuming that because it's inevitably going to happen at some point. As long as I don't accidentally take... Oh shit! Oh, I have a protection shrine. What am I fucking scared of? As long as I don't accidentally take a shrine while assuming that, though, then we should be fine. Because then it won't go to waste. Although, seeing as how everything is higher level than me, I'm probably going to struggle even more with the Butcher now than I did when I was still chilling in World Tier 2, knocking out dungeons. Missing one. I am missing one. Should be a good show. Yeah, I mean, yeah, might depend on who you're rooting for. That will decide how good of a show it is. I am kind of curious to see how I'd be up against him right now. I really do think he would slam me still, but I'm just kind of more curious about like what my damage is looking like on him, and also how hard he hits me. Nope, we're not doing that. Fuck that event. But yeah, no, I'm pretty confident he would still absolutely 1000% slam me, and arguably harder than he did before. I mean, because everything here is level 55 plus, so I would assume that the same would be for him. That seems to make sense. In which case, I don't really know just how hard I'd be able to hit him. And then on the flip side, I would think that he would hit me pretty fucking hard as well. I'd say maybe after like a few more levels, some more gear upgrades, maybe if I get my unique dagger, stuff like that, you know, more major stuff, then I'll stand like kind of a fighting chance against him. There will come a level, there will come a time when I hit a power spike for one reason or a couple reasons, and for a good while I'll be able to handle him. But it's probably going to be a minute until we're there. And it's also going to require both some grinding for getting levels, but it's also going to require some luck for getting some decent upgrades. But either way, it's going to be a minute, I think. We'll get there, though. We'll get there. Oh, fuck. Another glyph, nice. I actually think I need to drop a certain glyph in my my slot. I don't know how much it's gonna do. I'll have to look. I think I got either closer or combat a bit ago, and both of them are good for me. Level up, nice, nice. Yeah, let me see what I got right now. So I have Devious in here right now, which gives me basically nothing. What does Closer give me? For every dex purchased in the area, Cutthroat skill steal 1.3, and Cutthroat is my Flurry. So, yeah, I definitely want to put Closer in there. And that is going to give me 6.6% more Cutthroat skill damage, so that's Flurry damage, basically. And there's something in my eye. And now there's a guy attacking me. That's not very nice. Two guys. Thank you. So, we have that in there. Do I rethink any of what I was doing here? I mean, yes, probably. I probably want to... let's see. Let's get rid of this, and then we're gonna go this way. Oh, we can't even get rid of that. That's fine. I'm just trying to make the most of the damage we have in this area. I mean, we have another dex point here. Oh, we don't need this anymore because we're not getting this. So we can drop that into here. Yeah, it's been weird maining a rogue. My first highest character was a barb around 90. It's been cool experiencing a completely new class. Yeah, it's definitely those two, like, even though they're both like, well, you don't have to play an in the enemy's face like close quarters combat melee rogue. You can obviously, you know, there's a couple different skills that you can focus a build around, which are long range or whatever, or just not, you know, close quarters. But even if you were doing close quarters like I am with Flurry, and you're always in the enemy's face, versus the same thing if you're playing a type of build with the Barbarian like that, they still play like plenty differently, and they're still, you know, unique and interesting in various ways from one to another. So I think that's good for, what do I have here? Dex, and then I get all these. There is a dex here, but I can't really get to it. I also feel like it's probably not worth getting right now, not until I have this upgraded to level 15 or whatever to get the radius boosted. That's good though. I have that. I have all these, and there's another one over here. There's two over here that I'm missing, but it's not really anything I'm gonna sweat right now. I don't think it's gonna be worth going off the beaten path for those. Like 3 points to go all the way over here, or 2 points to go up here for just a little bit more damage. I don't really think it's gonna be worth it. So I think we're good. This is 10.6 more damage that we just got, which is really good. Almost seems like I can really feel that 10% damage difference, honestly. Like, it's probably just copium, but... Forgot to ask you what you were playing during your 3-year sabbatical. I played lots of stuff. I mean, 3 years is a long time, and a lot of games came out during those times. So a good amount of single-player games that came out during that time, for sure. God of War, Horizon, Cyberpunk. Definitely some others in there that I'm probably missing. But yeah, various single-player games. You know, most of them are probably like really big, like AAAs and stuff like that. Oh, Elden Ring, definitely a shit ton of Elden Ring. Borderlands, Wonderland, sorry, the Wonderlands game. Far Cry, the new Far Cry game a little bit. So yeah, a bunch of single player games are just like big releases like that I played. And then what else? For multiplayer games, I would say probably played a little bit of Halo Infinite in there. No, I definitely played some Halo Infinite in there actually because it released during that time. So yeah, I played a handful of it, probably more so towards the release. Call of Duty, I get the new Call of Duty game every year. I don't really play it nearly as much or for nearly as long nowadays when they release, but each one I definitely do play for, you know, like a good month or two, fair amount. Diablo 2 Resurrected, that came out in the last few years. I played the shit out of that for a good while. Just because it was a huge throwback for me. I love Diablo 2. That was a big part of my life, you know, gaming, some of my favorite times. So I played a lot of that. I went back and played Destiny 2 for a bit with some friends. You know, we were into that for a few weeks. Apex, I don't know if I mentioned Apex. I played a lot of Apex, you know, on and off in different seasons and stuff. Yeah, big fan of Apex Legends. And outside of all of that, probably just some random ass games here and there that, you know, are so much so that I can't even think of what they are, or they don't come to my head immediately. So yeah, I mean, 3 years, like I said, man, 3 years is a long time. So, and I love gaming and I game a lot. So naturally, I played a lot of games. I think me and my friends went back and we played Diablo 3 for a while as well. That's another one. During the past, like, ever since like late last year, I've gotten back into old school RuneScape. You know, the nostalgia and the itch got me on that again. So I've been playing that. Not so much in the past month or so because Diablo released, but before that, starting from late last year, I was playing it a good amount. So that's another one. I'm sure I'm missing some other stuff. Remnant 2 got announced, which that just came out a few days ago. So me and my buddy played through Remnant 1. That was a great time. We're really loving Remnant 2 so far as well. Infinite was weird, felt like Far Cry melded with Halo. I waited for the multiplayer to fully release to play with a friend, enjoyed it more than Far Cry 6. Infinite was weird, felt like Far Cry melded with Halo. Interesting. Do you mean, oh, you must mean, yeah, you must mean for the single player, which I never played the campaign, but I know certain aspects of the campaign. And so I, off the top of my head, can think of the connection that is being made between those two things. Because most Far Cry games are like pretty similar with how the campaign goes. And yeah, I do know that Halo Infinite wasn't as linear. It was like the open world shit, right? So it's like it's got like all the bases, or yeah, the outposts you can do, and then, you know, you get intel on other areas and shit like that. Yeah, I definitely can get the Far Cry vibe from that, no doubt. And then you waited for the multiplayer to fully release to play with a friend, and you enjoyed it more than Far Cry 6. Okay, so overall you enjoyed it more than Far Cry 6. I'm assuming that includes, like, the campaign as well. Far Cry 6 I barely touched. I honestly do want to play through Far Cry 6. Did I complete this dungeon, by the way? Or am I tripping? No, I didn't. Oh yeah, I gotta go over here. Yeah, I still need to play through Far Cry 6. I barely touched that game. I definitely do want to play through. I know that they have all the DLCs and stuff as well. Which I honestly may have like a season pass for or something. I don't even remember. But I also still have never played the Halo Infinite campaign yet, and I do want to do that as well. But I don't want to do it alone. I want to play with some friends. Me and some buddies have talked about like going back. I don't know if they have the campaigns on Master Chief Collection, or if you have to like get them separately somehow. But we've talked about like going back and playing through like the Halo campaigns together, and then after we beat all those, going and playing the Infinite campaign, because none of us have played it yet, or we've barely like touched it. So we thought it might be kind of a cool thing, but it also might be one of those things that like it sounds fun to do, but then when you actually start, like it just isn't actually that fun. It might just be nostalgia fucking nipping at our heels. In which case we might as well just go and play the Infinite campaign, simply because it's new and we've never experienced it. I am here, and I can't get over there unless I go around. I can go get this waypoint, I guess, and then use that as a way to get to these dungeons. Yeah. Okay. Far Cry was like Gears of War for me, super high nostalgia, but the quality of Far Cry 3 to 4 were peak for me. Same with Gears 1 to 3. Yeah, I definitely feel that. Far Cry, I'm trying to think. Far Cry 4, is that the one with Pagan Min? I'm pretty sure. Far Cry 4. Yeah, it is. And then Far Cry 5 was the one with like the brothers, like the John Seed, and it was like the three different main people. It was like the dad and then like the son and daughter or whatever it was. Joseph Seed. Yep. Yeah. I mean, I really like that one too, though. Alright, I'm back. But yeah, I didn't mind Far Cry 5. I actually I quite liked Far Cry 5 from what I remember. I really liked Far Cry 4. That was my first Far Cry game that I played fully. I played a very little amount of Far Cry 3 back in the day. Though I do have the remaster or whatever they did of Far Cry 3. I just never got around to playing it. So I actually do, that's one of the many games in my backlog. So I will definitely eventually play that. But Far Cry 4 was my first Far Cry game that I played through fully. I did like everything. I like 100% of that bitch basically. And I had a great time with that game. And then Far Cry 5, I did like the same thing. I really enjoyed Far Cry 5. And I didn't 100% that one either. Like, because I'm including like all the achievements or trophies as well. And some of them are a pain in the ass. But I near 100% of both of those games and had a lot of fun doing so. And then, like I said, I've barely touched Far Cry 6, so can't really drop an opinion on that one. Oh, I played, what's the other Far Cry game? Far Cry, fuck, what's it called? It was like not even a traditional like Far Cry game in the series. It was, it had like a special name, and it wasn't even like $60 either. It was like $40. What was it called? 5 was pretty good too. The follow-up after the nukes was a tad odd. DLC, I think. Right. I can't remember what the other game was. Far Cry New Dawn. That's what it was. Far Cry New Dawn. I played Far Cry New Dawn. which that was like a lesser Far Cry game. It was only like $40 if I remember correctly. It wasn't like a $60 like full retail game. But I didn't mind that. That one was okay. I definitely did not enjoy it as much as the main games in the series, but I didn't think it was trash. I mean, it's a Far Cry game, right? You kind of know what you're getting. All the Far Cry games are kind of similar. Like, everybody sort of... When there's a game that's like Far Cry in terms of, like, it's open world, it has all these outposts, you do X thing to unlock, like, larger portions of the map to know where, like, all the things within those areas are. Like, it's a model. It is a model for those Far Cry games. And that same model has been used for other games before, and so when those games are talked about, a lot of the time people will say that it's like the Far Cry model or something along those lines. So, yeah, my point being that when you play a Far Cry game, if you've played them before, you know what you're getting yourself into. You know what you're about to have in front of you. And so New Dawn had that as well, but the game overall, like, it wasn't as large, there wasn't as much to it, the story was kind of meh, you know, so it was okay. It wasn't trash, but I definitely didn't enjoy it as much as 4 and 5. And the other one I was going to mention is Primal, which I never played Primal. Which I remember Primal catching a ton of flack, like when it first released. I don't even really remember why. I remember it catching a ton of flack though. And then like later down the road, I remember seeing like a lot of people saying like, you know, that the game's actually pretty good. I never played it though. I think I was just really into other stuff at the time. Elements with level-based enemies. Right. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get around to playing Far Cry 6 though. I might still have it installed, honestly. It's just a game that I haven't got around to playing. Sure, we'll do Chaos. Why not? Wait. There we go. Oh, I got a Paragon point from that too. Nice. Oh shit. God damn. Yeah, it's just another one of the games in the backlog, man. I gotta finish God of War. I gotta finish the New Horizon game, Forbidden West, I think it is. I still have more that I want to do in Elden Ring, especially like before the DLC releases. Granted, that's probably not going to be till next year. We still don't have anything concrete on the release for that, or even the release window, I don't think. And Far Cry 6. I'm missing definitely a couple other games in there too. Cyberpunk I definitely want to revisit. And yeah, I'm still missing like a couple others probably. I got a shit ton in the backlog, honestly. Dude, I forgot about Primal. It was actually pretty good. Super interesting concept to be in the caveman times. Yeah, absolutely. I remember, I still don't know why. I can't remember off the top of my head why, but I remember the game catching a ton of flack. And like a bunch of people saying that it was a bad game and this, that, and the other thing. But I also then remember later down the road, like seeing a bunch of people like looking back at it or whatever and seeing that like people actually thought it was like a decent game. I don't know, maybe I'm tripping or something, but I definitely remember there being a lot of like hate for the game and a lot of people like just talking down on it versus the other Far Cry games. Alright, so I'm going to... I think I'm gonna... I would like to get these waypoints out of the way. It's just so fucking far. I gotta do it though. I gotta just get them out of the way. I gotta get them done. Gotta do them, gotta do them, gotta do them, gotta do them. We'll get this one down here, and then we'll go up and we'll grab this one. I guess I don't really need this one as much. This one's kind of whatever. But this one I definitely need up here. If a franchise goes this long without a controversial game, they aren't trying new shit. Yeah, and it's like near impossible for a company to, between the developers and the publishers, like, and especially for AAA titles, it's near impossible for like innovating to occur, or an attempt at innovating to occur across so many games. I mean, we've seen it with everything. I mean, we saw with Fallout. You know, they tried Fallout 76. We saw it with Elder Scrolls. They did ESO. Obviously, one turned out much better than the other. We've seen it with Call of Duty. You know, Call of Duty did jetpacks and shit for a while, and exosuits. We've seen it with, you know, I want to say, like, Gears of War Judgment. We saw some innovation with that. You could, like, you know, roll off buildings and shit, and the way that no-scoping worked, you know, and all that kind of stuff. Let's see. I mean, Far Cry, obviously, we were just talking about Far Cry. Yeah, I mean, those are more than enough examples, and there's plenty more out there. But yeah, it's kind of inevitable, I feel like, when it comes to a game being around that long, like a franchise, and, you know, games for it continuing to come out. Assassin's Creed's another perfect example. They've done so much different shit with Assassin's Creed. But yeah, when you have that many games in a franchise continue to come out, it's 100% inevitable that different things get tried. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, they're just trying to, you know, make sure that things don't get stale. And either that, or they just have a really good, like, vision or feeling about making X additions, changes, whatever. And sometimes they hit and sometimes they miss. Oh, Goblin. We'll fuck him up real quick. No! I used my stun on the wrong guy. There we go. What the? Give me a fucking quest item. Dying Light was crazy when it first came out, bro. Dying Light was fucking awesome. I loved the Dying Light. I had such a fun time playing through that game with my friends, man. That was actually such a banger game. I have not played the second one. That's actually another one of the games that I was going to mention that isn't in my backlog because I don't own it, but it is a game that I would like to pick up and play through because I really, really loved the first one. Oh shit, this is a perfect roll for the damage, at least. Almost for the amount of time as well. We can just drop that. Never been spooked by being chasing a game like that at night, bro. Yeah, nighttime is something else in that game. It's actually wild, especially if you're on like the hardest difficulty or even just a harder difficulty. Yeah, at nighttime, bro, it's spooky season for sure. It's no joke. It's not even necessarily like a fear of, like, you know, it's something is like scaring you, like a jump scare kind of thing. It's like you just know that at nighttime so much shit can pop off and that so many things are like a genuine threat to you. So it's like scary in that aspect. It's good. I like it. Alright. Oh, let's go. Skill point. I think that was my last skill point. Oh, hell yeah, it was. That was my last skill point I needed. Drop it into haste. Let's go. I got all the skill points now. Nice. I also think I can get another blessing thingy. Yep, I can. We're going to drop it into XP. My next one is at level 56. And my tier is at what? 60, 61? Cool. Alright, I need to go back to a main town. I guess I should just hand this quest in while I have it. But I need to go through items and I need to hit a health thingy. Where's this guy? This way? Yeah, space for this, bro. Wild. I have what, one heart. So I'll put this heart away, hit the health to my right. There we go. Go over to the blacksmith. Break a bunch of shit down.
That looks warm. I can fix it.
Cooldown reduction. Cold and beam it. Ugh.
There's that.
Ooh. Damage to close, damage to vulnerable. Higher damage to close only by 1%. Oh man, actually I don't even know if that... No, that's not even going to be better. Because I have core skill damage on. And that's better than vulnerable. This is the first Diablo game I've ever played. I'm tempted to try the remaster after I get done with my first seasonal character. Oh, the Diablo 2 Resurrected? Yeah, Diablo 2 Resurrected is awesome, man. The game is a completely different, like... It's a completely different vibe. I mean, it's old school, you know? It's Diablo 2. That game released so fucking long ago. But it's a great, like, remaster to the game. And the base game itself is already awesome. Yeah, unfortunately this is not going to be better. Only if it was a crossbow. If it was a crossbow, then I'd put it on because we'd also get base extra vulnerable damage rather than damage to distant enemies since it's a bow. But unfortunately, it's not, so we have to skip. Or if the vulnerable damage on that had been core skill damage instead, then I would have swapped to it too. Vulnerable damage, critical strike damage with imbued skills. No. No. What do I have on my pants right now? Oh shit, actually I might have just fucked up and breaking those pants down. This is 3.3 damage reduction, 10.5% damage reduction from distant enemies. Yeah, we're gonna go with this. We're losing 0.6% overall damage reduction, but we're getting 10.5% more damage reduction from distant enemies. So I consider that definitely an upgrade. At the expense of losing like 8 armor, yeah, it's nothing. $10 movement speed. No. Oh, here we go. Weapon upgrade though. Plus 67 to our DPS. Damage to injured enemies. Critical strike damage with imbued skills and basic skill damage. We are going to lose damage to close enemies. We're going to lose 16.5% damage to close enemies. But this is a 67 DPS increase. We'll hold on to that ring. I might use that ring. Or after rolling it, anyway. Alright, let's see here. Where did I want to go? Oh, we can just hit this dungeon. That's super easy because it's right next to the waypoint. I get something from this one, right? Oh yeah. Use the Nightmare Sigil. I didn't even know I got one. Oh yeah, I did. But we are not going to use that yet. We'll do that after. Come through here, fuck all these guys up. Man, I wish I could have my imbuements up sooner. Holy moly. I have no cooldown reduction now. Oh. Some legendary booties though. And that are trash. Guess I'm not really sure what I expected. Okay, another legendary. Although it's not sacred, so it's gonna be not an upgrade. Maybe the effect on it though we can extract if it's relevant to the build. I don't think it's normally used, but it could be. It could be used. Potential. We'll have to see what else I have. Never tried that one? Yeah, I don't think I've tried it either. I've always saved it, I think. But I don't think I've ever actually tried it. I mean, it doesn't sound garbage. I just think I always had something that was more important for the build. Or multiple more important things for the build, and so they took precedent. And I had those available to me already. If I didn't have them all available to me, then I couldn't have seen myself running that one that I just got for a bit at least. Like right now, if I went and dropped, if I went and dropped imprints on all of my items, then it would probably be a scenario where I did have space to run that right now. But I'm not running any yet. I just haven't even bothered. I was waiting to get a few more upgrades first. Because I still have some items that aren't even sacred yet. So I know an upgrade should be around the corner for them. Hopefully. go. On to the next portion. Guess it's up here. Yep. Of course, it's cursed. Yep. Makes sense. Not bad, not bad. Knowing my luck, if I take this conduit shrine, the butcher's gonna show up afterwards. But I don't care. Oh shit. No, let me in. Oh my god, unique. Please be dagger. Yes! Wait, this could be it. This could be the dagger I need. Wait, this could actually be a massive upgrade. This could be a massive upgrade to my build. I don't know if I want to look. This could be the condemnation. I don't even care if it's a shitty roll. Yes, let's go! Let's fucking go! Oh my god, the roll is complete shit on it. Oh my god, all the rolls are complete shit. Everything about it is so shit. Oh man. Really bad rolls on like everything, but it's still a massive fucking upgrade. Despite all the rolls being so bad, it's a massive upgrade. Let's fucking go. I don't even care. That's just such a fucking big upgrade. That's so good to have that. If I had a unique dagger, I'd be so happy. Yeah, I mean, that is like a huge part of the build. I think this is the earliest level I've gotten it as well. I guess I only had one other rogue before the season, but I definitely did not get it this early. I want to say I got it more towards like level 60 probably. Yeah, this is definitely the earliest that I got it. Level 53. I was not expecting to get it for a good bit. Not only getting like a unique in general, but getting the one that I needed specifically, a dagger, and also the dagger that I needed. Holy fuck. We love that. It's nice too because any like it's a good upgrade. It's a great upgrade. And not only that, but the next one that I get, which will be sacred at least, no matter what, like, because I said the rolls are pretty bad on this one, so the next one that I get should be another guaranteed upgrade. Like, it sucks that the rolls are that bad that I can say that, but it's still a massive upgrade for this one, and so if I get another one, it's going to be basically a guaranteed upgrade. Like, I'd have to be incredibly unlucky for another one to be worse than this one. But it's great that it can be as bad as it is with the rolls and still be such a massive upgrade to my build. Fucking love that. Another glyph, nice. I don't think I need that one, but it's fine. Now I need to get another good dagger for my other weapon, so I can get the close enemy damage from it, and also just having better shit on it in general. The better attack speed by base versus a sword, and then also the close enemy damage versus critical strike damage, I think it is. All the upgrades I kept getting were for swords, not daggers. So it kind of sucked. All right, boss time. There we go. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Oh, I'm really close to a fucking Paragon point, unfortunately, but that's all good. Alright. Go through these items real quick. Energy cost reduction, damage reduction from distant enemies. Fuck. No. I would take movement speed over that. We really need a bow upgrade. Movement speed and energy cost reduction. No, not even sacred. We'll keep this. We'll extract that, like we talked about before. This we can break down though. And then we're keeping that ring, I think I said. So let me go extract that. Did I say we're keeping this ring? Yeah, we can roll that ring maybe. I don't really have super good jewelry at the moment, sadly. I have a couple rings sitting in the stash though, and an amulet maybe that I think I can roll them, and they'll potentially be better than what I have. So. All right. All right, cool. Been a little bit over 2 hours for the stream, and my stomach is it is saying something. So I need to get something to eat. I am pretty hungry. So I think that I'm going to call it there for now. Let me update my title real quick before I end the stream. Updated to level 53 rogue. But yeah, so I'm going to call it right there at the 2 hour-ish mark. Armando, thank you, my man, for being here for as much time as you have been, talking and chat. Really, really appreciate that. And for everyone else that came through and, you know, dropped a like on the stream, whether they talked or whether they talked or not, I can't talk. Whether they talked or not, obviously really, really appreciate that. But it's going to do it for me in this one. I might be live again later tonight. I'm not entirely sure. If not, though, I will be back again tomorrow for at least a couple hours, as I have been for the past 9 days now. So we'll keep at it and see where this takes us. But yeah, thanks again, everybody. I hope you all have a great rest of your day and night, and thanks for stopping by.